John Wright is a seed stock producer who uses assisted reproduction to select the genetics that improve feed efficiency to meet consumer demand for more environmentally friendly beef.
I'm fourth generation on the farm that we've got here. We've been breeding cattle here for 110 years or something like that, breeding the Blue-E's for the last 23 years, which has been a bit of a passion of mine. We've been selecting for feed efficiency for the longest in the world of any cattle stud, so that's really exciting. We love what we're doing, we're very passionate about it. There's been a lot of discussion, particularly lately, about the role that livestock and particularly cattle have in relation to climate change and emissions, and it's a pretty awkward conversation to have. We need to stick to the science and understand the science, and that's telling us pretty clearly that our industry contributes into that space. What we do understand is the more an animal eats, the more methane they produce. So there's a space there that we understand that we can start working with, and that's where the feed efficiency stuff comes in. So a more efficient animal is producing less methane per kilogram of product. People are wanting to eat beef more and more, but we've got a responsibility to try and reduce the emissions that come from that. And one of the best paths that we can work on is the feed efficiency side, because we know about it now. We know that it's a genetic trait, and we know if we take that trait and try and expand it through the industry, we'll be reducing emissions from the product that we're producing. It's a way that we can move forward straight away now, and that's the area that we're working in. It's scary, but it's also exciting. We've been selecting for feed efficiency for 23 years, and that actual factor of feed efficiency means that we've been breeding our animals for reduced emissions. It's something tangible that we've got now, and we're really excited where that can take us into the future, and we're trying to sort of involve the whole industry in that space and lead them in a way that may be beneficial in the future to how consumers interpret what we're doing as an industry. So what we've got here is just a bit of collaboration we've got going with Sydney University. This is a machine that actually records the amount of methane that each animal is producing. It lures the animal in there to stand there for 2 or 3 minutes, sucking in the breath that comes out of the animal, then analyses that air that it's taken in, working out how much methane and carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide there is. As a seed stock producer, we've tried to take that position of being a multiplier of genetics to provide to commercial producers really seriously. And even more so now that we feel we have something that may aid our commercial producers to stay in business or to be rewarded for what they're producing. The reality is, in the rural industry, when we have discussions about climate change, there's a big variation of opinions there, but when you have something that's different and it's involving climate change, it's hard to work out when it's time to stand up and talk about that. We've known about this issue about climate change emissions, the relation to the beef industry, feed efficiency and reducing it through breeding those sort of cattle. It's only been in the last 2 or 3 years that we've had the courage to stand up and start talking about it, but we have to, we're passionate about it, and we're going to continue to do it.